Hello Pioneers, I hope you're well. My name is Bed and this is Satisfactory. And this is my series, Cradle to the Grave, the Let's Play series where we're going to go from start to finish and play through the whole game really slowly, building lots of cool stuff, and yeah, having a lot of fun along the way. I'm excited. Last episode was spent mostly designing that building, which is, I gotta say, the most intricate designed building I've ever built for literally biomass that's not even used anymore. We have coal power now. On this episode, we're going to go over to the coal power plant. I should probably think of a name for it as well, but first, let's name the doggos. Right, what I was saying, we should go over to the coal power plant and work on that a little bit. I think I'll do maybe like a time-lapse montage dismantle of some of this. That sounds pretty cool too. But yes, let's get to it. We have Verskulash, our goodest boy. The original OG, we love him. And we've got 4 more doggos to name right now. So, let's do that. Back in episode 2 was the first time I solicited suggestions for naming the doggos. The only suggestion I got was from the Extra Fresh, friend of the channel. Everybody knows him, surely. The man loves hexagons. But he says as a naming scheme for the doggos, just keep naming them after German dishes. They sound so wonderfully awful to anyone who doesn't speak German. A few starting examples: Hackelfleisch, Brathenchen, Apfelstrudel. I love it. Hackelfleisch. So those are the first options. Let's see. So let's, from that, I'd like to take Apfelstrudel. So what even is Apfelstrudel? Oh, it's apple strudel. I love that. Look at this. This looks delicious. All right, so is that still Verskulash? It is. Okay, so now you are Apfelstrudel. Thank you, Extra Fresh, mate. I really appreciate you leaving that comment. All right, we have 3 dogs left. And, oh, now whether if we're going to go back and use any of those other suggestions, I'm not sure. It depends on how many lizard doggos we can have, I suppose. Because I'd really like to call one Hackelfleisch, Branathen, Barathian Branchen, okay. All right, and in the second time I asked for suggestions, I got 7 name suggestions, unless I've missed one. If I missed yours, I really do apologize. This commenter, DJ, says, dog name suggestion, how about one named after Caterium, cat for short? I love it. Dog name 2. I always wanted to name a dog Sergeant Fluffy Butts. Lizard doggos are not fluffy though, maybe we can pretend. I can pretend, please pretend. Excellent. All right, the third name doggo suggestion was... oh, from friend Nashty. It says doggo name suggestions: Far From Grooven, Schnickelfritsch, or Petey. I love it. Far From Grooven, Schnickelfritz. Oh, I like those all very much. I'm not sure how I'm going to pick them. Maybe name one of the dogs Ferrin, since iron is a ferrous metal. That is a great suggestion as well. My favorite part about ferrous materials is that they are generally or always magnetic, and I love playing with magnets. Thank you for the suggestion. Doggo name 5 suggestion. Duryoloist says, call the dog Harry, 'cause you're a lizard, Harry. I love it. We're definitely gonna do one called Harry. Great suggestion, thank you. Number 6, name the doggo Rations. Oh, that's a bit dark, mate. Oh yes, and then the last option, doggo name number 7, which is actually number 8, I think. No, I said it doesn't matter. In my images, in my screenshot images that I saved weeks ago, it says doggo name 7. And oh, Dr. Fartness, he says Metagel for a doggo, and this is what Metagel is, and it is very intriguing and sounds very disgusting. And I'm not sure. I would definitely try it if I was at a place that I knew wouldn't kill me with some sort of weird bacteria or infectious poisoning. I don't know. I love it. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to decide. I'd like to use all of them if I can. But I think just for now, the ones that made me laugh the most are You're a Lizard, Harry. So we're going to go with Harry. And we're going to go with... oh, I really did like every single name I got. Let's see. Ferris was really cool. And I like magnets a lot. Let me glance at them again really quick. Oh, Caterium is a great name. Cat for short. Metagel. Rations. That one was a little dark. I do kind of love it though. Schnickelfritz. Far From Groove and Petey. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, let's see. I'm gonna name the last one Metagel, and if I didn't choose yours, I will use those ones next. I will make a note here and write them down so I have a list, and I will start going in order as we find more lizard doggos. And I will get to using at least one suggestion from everybody. Thank you. I was just thinking about dismantling this, and that sounds horrible. I'd at least like to be able to throw some stuff that's in my inventory into, like this right here, the uploader. Manual depot uploader and the MAM. But I surely don't have enough Mercer spheres because I have 0. Let me check though really quickly. This one, I need 3 Mercer spheres. Oh, that would be really nice. I was gonna take the hypertube. I'm still gonna take the hypertube launcher. Let's go over there and see if we can find 3 Mercer spheres on the way to the coal plant. Let's do it. I know I've gotten one from up there. Oh dear. There's one. Got him. I love that. Alright. Is that another one? And a purple slug. Oh, I love it. Let's go over there and grab it. Oh, it's a summer sloop. Even cooler, I think. I mean, I guess I'm after Mercer spheres specifically right this second. So maybe not cooler. But, oh dear, it's one of these guys. Woo! Oh dear, I don't have. I don't have any inventory space. Oh, he's not dead. Oof. Stop it. Big old dummy. Ooh, you know what? I grabbed some of those nuke nobelisks from the doggos. I'm not sure I've ever thrown one before ever, so that'll be kind of cool. Pretty sure that purple slug was somewhere over here. Ooh, I don't want to not grab it when I'm right here, but I also don't. Well, I'll just trash the inventory. I don't care. At first I thought I cared more than I think I actually do care, because I don't care. If I was a Mercer sphere, where would I be? I remember this place. People did not like my spaghetti after. Apparently when you're not doing spaghetti all the time in Satisfactory Plus and then you start randomly, people take offense to that. And I respect that. I respect that. Let's get another storage bin here so I can unload some goodies. I don't need all of those. Those are those quite yet. Now let me clean up a little bit. I didn't show you this, and I'm not going to show it because it took me absolutely forever to design this blueprint. And it took so long that, yeah, I ended up cutting it out, and I want to do something different. So ignore that. Let me delete it all, and we'll pretend like it wasn't there, okay? Thank you. Okay, I tore out most of it. It wasn't a big deal. It's not like a secret or anything like that. It's just, since I'm not going to use it a little, I didn't really want to be, like, muddy the waters about talking about it or anything like that, because I did plan to delete it all. And basically what happened was I ended up spending, it was like 2 full hours. 2 full hours trying to design this blueprint, getting it into the shape I wanted, and I was just having the hardest time. And finally, at the end, I got into a shape that I was happy with, but I was so pissed off having spent so long trying to do it that it really left a bad taste in my mouth. So I just entirely quit. But let's talk about it because all the concepts are kind of, you know, similar to what we want. So I did at one point show something like, let me grab the inner corner extension, something like this, right? And so I showed it and I was like, I want it to be there and I want it to be there, I think. Yeah, something like that. And what I wanted this to be, and I think I said it before, was a ventilation system. So I wanted something to go over these smokestacks to then come up and then we can filter out. Like that was another testing thing. I was thinking I could use quarter pipes, something like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have tunnels. Now, what I didn't like about this was if I zoop these up and down, right, then it'll be a square, you know, a 16-meter square extension down from the ceiling to surround this thing. And you can climb up it, but it's not a circle. So that's what I was trying to do with those here, I can show you the blueprint actually, because I did make it. 8-meter circle pillars. Yeah, so it's here. And it actually turned out okay at the end. See how there's some inside and some outside, and oh no, see, it's not even perfect. It's all messed up. So what we're gonna do today first is design this again in a different way. Because what I decided was I wanted a circle extension down around these, and I need a horizontal and vertical one because I don't want to use quarter pipes. I want to use those tubes because I think they are not tubes, but like the metallic pillars. Or what I thought I would do is do metallic pillars, and if I could have some sort of inset sections, I could make those out of concrete and then color them super bright. And the last thing is that I thought I could use these outer corner extensions and make like a cylindrical thing that just clips over this, and that would look cooler than just like the square one. But then you couldn't climb up it, and I want to be able to have like a ladder to get up in here. And so that way, if you want to download my world and run around it and look for all this cool shit that I'm going to be hiding in here, basically, that's not going to be a major feature of it. But basically, if you download the world, which you can download for free on my Discord, and if you want to talk to me about Satisfactory, join my Discord, because we talk and we have a great time. I did want to add it. I never said this before, but if you want any of the blueprints I make in Cradle to the Grave or any other world saves, and you don't want to join my Discord, I get that. I respect it. Just leave me a comment and telling me what you want, and I will put it on a Google Drive for you. I've been meaning to say that for a couple episodes now, because not everybody uses Discord. So if you want some shit and it's not, and you don't want to join Discord, just leave me a comment, or you can email me either. You can find that information. There. Oh, I'm so excited I remember to finally say that. But yes, so you get my world download and you can come, and guess what? I'm gonna leave a ladder in one of these tubes and you'll be able to find it and get up inside the ventilation system. Cool, right? No, it's probably a waste of time, but we'll try not to spend too much time on it. So what do we need? We need an 8-meter circle. Oh, another Mercer Sphere. Oh, that makes me really want to stop and go and get Mercer Spheres, because if I get that one, I'm 2/3 of the way to getting what I want. Let's take a minute and build a blueprint Mark 1. And I did see it turn blue a second there, so I know I can put it down somewhere. Oh, come on. Or what if I just... Yeah, if I like the hologram, it'll let me place it. That's cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is a much better plan than what I was doing. So what I did before, spent hours doing, was basically... I built the circle out of those extensions, the inner corner extensions, right? I built the circle there, and then I was trying to put pillars all around. I should just show the footage, but I think I probably deleted it in anger. That's not true. I don't delete the footage. I archive it, just in case for whatever reason I need it. Anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling on telling you this, but I guess in case I have to use this, this is the best way. So I took a small metal pillar, and I put one there, and I put one here, and I put one here, put one there, and now it's like, well, now I want one here. And I can't really nudge it around very well. Just like connecting offset foundations, you could use some sort of method using a beam like that. So now I know that I have a perfect angle out here, and then you can use like a foundation and clip it to it and then put them down. That's how I got that offset. But look, what we could do now is a similar approach. Okay. Now what we can do is hold control And now we know it. This goes 10 degrees, right? Oh, 5 degrees. Right, yeah, 5 degrees, of course. So we want to go 45. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now... I didn't have to do it that way for the 45, but I was just illustrating the concept. Because for the 45, you can just turn it one mouse click. You didn't actually have to count it all the way out. But anyway. So now this is going to be concrete pillars as well. Oh, although I did want these to be metal pillars. I'm not going to worry about that right now, because this might not even work. Oh, this is such a better idea than what I was doing before. Okay. Well, so there's the issue, right? If I had north, south, east, west, or these ones, or whatever ones you want, and then I offset it 45 degrees by clicking 9 times, right? Those are in line, but how do I split the two? That's the problem, right? It's the same problem I ran into with that I was trying to figure out a way to fix, because you can't have 9 very well, but you can. You can. No, you can't. How do you get a perfect 22.5 degree angle? Okay, I've asked on my Discord, and now let's have a think about it. Again, my math skills aren't what they used to be. I'm not sure if I've even described what the issue that I'm having is, right? So I want these to be in a perfect circle. But if I lay down a foundation and I put one across this line like that one, and then one at 90 degrees from that, 90 degrees from that, 90 degrees from that, cool. Then I rotated the whole thing 45 degrees, and then we put them down, and that's how we got the other 4. Cool. Now to get them spaced perfectly 4 meters from the center, here I need to go to between 0 and 45 degrees. So that's why I need to get to 22.5 degrees. And I'm not sure how you can do it, because these rotate at, well, these rotate at 90 degrees unless you hold control, and then they rotate at 10 degrees. This rotates by 5 degrees. Barriers rotate by 15 degrees. Beams rotate at 90 degrees until you click them. And then they rotate at what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they rotate at 15 degrees as well. Anyway, I've asked some people smarter than me to help, and I'm sure they will. Let's stop worrying about this ourselves right now in my potato brain, and let's talk about something we can do. Oh, there's a crash site up there. Let's do that too. I really need to start getting more crash sites, but I don't want to take a whole episode of it and just have it be an episode of me running around. I think last time's episode of me just decorating was kind of pushing the limits of what I think people will watch. I don't want to rush oil as well to get a jetpack and hover pack. So many things I want to do. Rude. Stun rebar. Try that. Awesome. Copper sheets is all. Just need one more quick, delicious little Mercer sphere. And we can get that manual upload. I hear something. I don't want to be in here. Oh yeah. Worth it. Oh yeah, radiation. That makes sense. So it's not a Mercer sphere, but I'll take it. I like the summer sloops too. Also good to know that the radiation from these does not last that long. And I think that was a fair use of a nuke. These caves are way cooler than they used to be, I think. Unless it's always been like that, in which case, never mind. It's part of a crash site, right? I would like that. Another hard drive. Awesome. Oh, and why don't I drop a MAM and get that going? You know what? Let's just fly over here. Maybe this guy's got a secret Mercer Sphere. Do you have a Mercer Sphere stash? I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. What are those things called? Object scanners. Can you scan for Mercer Spheres with those things? I'm pretty sure I've seen people talking about that, like on Reddit or Discord, but I'm not so sure I've ever looked. Oh, well, I'll be. Oh, I think I'm using it incorrectly. Hold on a minute. Yeah. Okay. Okay, as I was saying, yeah, there's clearly a little bar over there. So it's like, hey, there's a Mercer Sphere this way. Is this another SAM? I think it is. Oh, cool. Pure SAM. Look at how spectacular that is. Ooh, that looks promising. Let's go over there. Otherwise, I'm gonna give up and go back. It's already been, I've probably spent about 10 minutes only doing this, but it's not what I really intended to do. Well, I got a purple slug. That's kind of cool. Jackpot. Oh, and the MAM's done. So I've been doing this, well, 10 minutes since since the last since I put that MAM in, or the hard drive in the MAM. Let's just do a quick little gander over here. Okay, let's look at alien technology. So we need 17 computers and 29 of that stabilized stuff. I'm doing it, Marty. I never got that ride. I'm free. Oh man, I wish I've never seen Titanic. I wish I knew where they yell at the front of the thing. Yahoo! The MAM is done. Let's go check that out real quick. And oh, you know what? We did name the doggos. We named the doggos. We'll complete Cradle one day. Coal power is gonna be cool. Build an AI limiter factory. I'm gonna delete that actually. I know I put it in just last episode, but that's like saying build a motor factory. Like, yeah, no, duh, we're gonna build them all. All right, hard drive scanned. Steel rod. Iron alloy. Let's get that unlocked and then go and actually get into what today's episode was supposed to be about, which is expanding the coal power plant. I'm just brainstorming. I was thinking soot or cinder as possible names. I think I like that. I think I like cinder. 29 it was. Okay. Enables uploading from the inventory. Very cool. Excited to try this out. Really sad to have to spend 3 Mercer Spheres doing that, so I'm not building more dimensional depots. Okay, so I still haven't quite figured out how to do this, and people on my Discord are discussing it. I'm trying to use trigonometry to do it easy. I think I'm overcomplicating this. Oh, you know what? Speaking of, I already mentioned with this episode, Extra Fresh just inspired a thought. He said if you make 2 arms at 45 degrees, each, and then you split them, you're going to have 22.5, right? Conceptually, that's obvious. That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been trying to do. But you know what I was doing? I was trying to take an angle from here to here, and then just sort of guesstimate. Yeah, look, those are at 45 degrees. And so now I can go right there to there. That's exactly centered. Now, oh, sorry. Now, if I can get to the middle, so I can't get to the middle exactly right there. But now what if I put something in the middle? Now, I don't know about you, but that looks pretty dang close. That looks pretty dang close to the center. It is. It is. I'm almost positive now that that is actually in the center.
It isn't, but it's close.
So now, what I can do is go into freeform mode. And point it directly there. It's okay that it's 6.696 meters, because we can actually measure out from this. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 meters. Is that true? 4 meters. Right from that spot. What? How is that? That does not look right to me. Oh, it's only 3 meters. I need to go back one. Right. Okay. There. I did it. By George, we've done it. And it's not perfectly even. I was hopeful, the way it snapped, I was hopeful with the mathematics that it would just work out, but you can see, here we can go from there to there and see it is 2.565, and from there to there it is 2.533. So, it is not perfect, but it's still pretty great. I love it. Now we need to figure out how to do horizontal ones. I figured out that it's actually easier even than I was doing it before. Like, here's the one that was in the center, and here's the new foundation that's at the 22.5 degree angle, right? So I don't even need to redo the angle every time. I only needed to do it once, because now look, I have it right here, and it just slides right into place. And I'm almost positive that that is the same. Yeah, it makes sense, because the pillars, they snap here in the 45 degrees. So since we're going from 90 to 45 to then 22.5, if you're going from 22.5 to the next 22.5 between the 45 degrees, anyway, it comes back out to 45 degrees. So it was really simple in the end. Nothing. What if I do copper to that? Nothing. What if I do unpainted? Okay. This is the problem. It just makes the metal pillars not as interesting, I think, because you can't give them any variance. However, this is literally a coal power plant ventilation tubing, like ductwork, right? So it should be metal, I think. Yeah, I think so. So what if I take it like this? If you didn't see the short that I recently did, I just discovered Blueprint build mode for the first time. And I went back and checked the patch notes, and it definitely was released with the Blueprint's changes in Update 7. And my point is that because I can turn on Blueprint build mode, I can snap all of these together even if it's at that height. So I'm pretty sure I'm just going to Blueprint this one section, and that should be plenty since they snap together. Let's grab blueprints, decorations, cinder vertical vent, and I'm going to want to lock that into place and surround that. Look, it's perfect. I love it so much. All right, if you didn't watch that short, here now that I'm in build mode, you can see it says default right there. If I just hit R and hit blueprint mode, it's going to try to snap to it. And, uh-oh. That was a fear of mine. Okay, let me show you what's happening. Well, so I put the blueprint floating, so it's not going to snap together correctly. Nope, I made it out of concrete again, but that's okay because I still need to move it right here. So now let's save the blueprint again and check if it's rotationally... Oh, it's not going to be rotationally exact, right? Because remember I showed you that thing where it was like 5.65 or 2.565 or whatever it was. So it does snap to the bottom now, which is good, so we fixed that issue, and it does appear to be rotationally identical, so I'm very pleased. So let's just, yeah, standing further back is better, it seems. I think maybe we want to go even one more. I'm not sure where to get a good peek at it. Oh, definitely that's too low. There. That we need this to be just like so. So that's our 8-meter radius marker. So we've got it like that. And then, can we place this correctly? Because we can't rotate these in the correct vertical plane, we're not going to be able to get an angle. We'll never be able to get 22.5 like this. So what we could do is we can use those half pipes, or we can fake it till we make it. So what we're gonna have to do, I think, is build it vertically then? Like instead of this being here and this being the bottom, it's going to have to be shaped like this. Oh, but here what we could do, we could measure the same way though, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, I think I'm just gonna use quarter pipes. Okay, so what do we do now? Now we need to record this height so we know where to build everything. We need to... I think that'll work really, really well, actually, because of the way the smoke bends. I'll show you in just a second. Oop, fell in the ventilation. Look at us go. Alright, so what we could do is mark right there, and then right there, and then zoop it all the way down. And we don't actually need to mess with these circles or anything, particularly because we know that this is exactly spaced Let's clean that up a little bit, and then what? Let's try it. Let's take a quarter pipe and point it there. Yeah. Yeah, right there. And then zoop it. And then zoop those. And then zoop those. And then delete this one. Alright, so we want to capture the smoke. Which goes right there. So if we delete that one and put an outer corner quarter pipe. Is that the way this works? So I think we want the floor to run actually up here a little bit more. Is that right? I think that's right. Because then it'll hug this perfectly. And then hug that perfectly. And then from down below, it's gonna look set. Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Because otherwise we're gonna have weird gaps up there. And you can look up right into the ventilation system. Why am I so focused on this stupid ventilation system? I don't know, but I am, so keep going. Alright, so now we have this floor here. Let's figure out how the smoke is going to go out from each one. So, like, I think we'll take a outer corner pipe. Put it like that, and then like that. And then we're gonna do the quarter pipe. And it's gonna be zooped. And then over here. There. And then we'll delete these from up here. And we'll know where to put the ventilation. And I think it'll look good. Yeah, it's not going to go into the concrete. Alright, now let's figure out how it goes over here. There, something like that. It's surely not going to go that far out though, right? These just need to go to like some sort of vent looking thing. But now it has this weird placement here. Anyway, that's okay. Let's not worry about that right now. I don't want to get stuck again. And then we have the inverted one here, and then on top of the inverted one, let's add another floor. Like that, perhaps? Which makes this the floor, the ground of the next floor up, right? Alright, I love it. It's exactly what I envisioned, sort of. Granted, I wanted these to be a little bit smaller, but the smoke does go pretty far out. And I want to make sure it's all caught in this corridor. Something like that. There, alright, you've seen me do it. That's how we're going to do these corridors. I gotta start picking up the pace here. I'm getting a little, just frustrated by how slow I'm going. I'm still having a great time. I just want to move on to something else. Namely, we need to complete phase 2, which means we need to get those parts up there in the top right automated. And maybe we should think about doing that right now. Or should we? We know where the floor is now, and we know where the floor of the next. But that is confusing. We know where the floor of the next higher floor goes now, and we know where the ceiling for this goes. This is not the floor of the next floor, because I don't want to necessarily have to have the same floor material and color as, say, the roof in here. So we need to put a buffer. So I'm going to build another 1 meter foundation. When I was flying in earlier, I saw this and I do not like it. It is too much. So right now, I'm going to take off the pattern. I think for timing reasons, we're going to have to end the episode right there. But I'm going to turn around and immediately just jump right back into this for next episode. We're going to run all of the shafts, and then we're going to figure out how we want to run the pipes. And well, we do know how we want to run the coal. We just did it really sloppy down there. So we'll figure out how we're going to run the coal inside of the factory and the water pipes attached to the roof. And then maybe we'll even finish CiNDER, I think. I'm not sure. It's going to be a lot of building, and I'm not exactly sure how we're going to do all the decor. And I'm not even positive. I don't want to wait for plastic so I can use coated concrete on the outside, because here's the inspirational image again, and it definitely looks shiny. So anyway, thanks for watching. Appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.
BEDplaysGAMES. BEDplaysGAMES. BEDplaysGAMES.